So I saw a post the other day about how people are starting to deviate away from working on mobility. I just don't understand why working on mobility can ever be a bad thing. There are certain instances where you don't need a lot of mobility. For example, in powerlifting, you don't need to squat below parallel, meaning if we're talking about parallel, not going below 90 degrees. Like that might be all you need, and that's fine. But in terms of talking about mobility for life, perhaps I want to squat lower than that or have the capability of doing that. So the best way of gaining mobility, if you're talking about an external from the sport environment, you just have to consistently reinforce certain movement patterns. So for example, I do something on a daily basis called an ass to grass squat. So an ass to grass squat will look something like this. So when I'm making breakfast, when I'm waiting on the subway, I literally sit in this position. Am I stretching? It depends how you define stretch. My answer would be yes, this is mobility training because I want to be able to do this for the rest of my life. So if I continue to do this on a regular basis, I'm not going to lose this ability, and when I'm in my later years, I won't have to worry about where the toilet seat is relative to where I am. I'll just be able to do it. The more you expose yourself to certain movements, you don't necessarily have to think about having to stretch. If you're just doing movements, you're going to reinforce movement patterns, and the whole concept of if you don't use it, you lose it will not apply to you. So just keep that in your mind when you're going about your mobility journey.